huge Leafs win. What was Reimer? I don't know. Hi, Leafs Nation, stand witness for Austin Lucas. Full biblical. Austin Matthews is the Leaf. Why do I watch hockey stressfully? Mostly. Are you in? The NHL 18 Showdown Series. Win your share of $3,000. Are you sick at Chell, Xbox One, PS4? Doesn't matter. Prove that you're a great NHL 18 player at the NHL 18 Showdown Series. Check out this list right here. If you want to join, there's a link in the description. Victory puppies, boys! Oh, victory puppy because you're happy because the Leafs won. And a treat for the drooling birthday boy! Oh, you're 3 years old. You're 3 years old now, yeah. Iggy, what would you call this stance exactly? Look at the mess you made on the floor. Want me to leave you alone? Want to go to bed? All right, here, let's go to bed. Doesn't matter if you make it easy as long as you make it. Leafs win 4-3 over the Florida Panthers in regulation, and that is important. At the time I'm shooting this video, because of the Leafs win, if the Philadelphia Flyers lose to the Colorado Avalanche, the Leafs clinch a playoff spot. Flyers are currently up 2-0. It's a testament to the Eastern Conference, it's a testament to the Florida Panthers that the Leafs have not clinched yet. They only got 5 games left. They're at 99 points. Last season they made it with 95. The Panthers, who have 7 games left after tonight, are 14 points back of the Leafs. Points up for grabs, 14. But in the crazy event that the Panthers actually did that and pulled it off and the Leafs lost every game for the rest of the season, the Leafs would still have to be passed by the Flyers and Devils. Both of them. And as I say those things out loud, I'm like, maybe I should have kept that to myself. But I tell you what, in the first period, in the first 10 minutes in particular, the Leafs looked like a playoff team. Less than 3 minutes in, Bosey's got a yawning cage! What? Roberto Luongo just... That save took like several weeks off of Roberto Luongo's career, but they're trying to make the playoffs, man. Shift keeps going. Mitchie Stock gets his own rebound. Blam! I did not know Mitch Marner took slap shots, but he didn't. He scored on that one. Leafs up 1-0. But that goal felt so good because you got the impression that that Bozak miss was going to haunt them. Marner bags one right away. But you know what else made me feel good about that goal? Feel good story. Mitch Marner, his 21st of the season. I was about to say it was a champagne goal, but it's not. He's still 20. He doesn't turn 21 until May. But that's not it. Okay, what is it? Is it Riley getting an assist on that one? His 43rd assist? No, it is not that. It is the player who got a secondary assist on a goal, which the goal scorer scored on his own rebound. Thomas Plekanec! We did it, everybody! Mission accomplished! All jokes aside, we actually have Thomas Plekanec in studio. Thomas, how did it feel to get your first point as a Toronto Maple Leaf?
It felt good, you know. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but, you know, it's good to get on the board and be a Maple Leaf.
That's great, Tom. And do you renounce your time with the Montreal Canadiens?
The who?
Ha! Great answer, Tom. And final thoughts on the game?
Well, you know, I thought we had a good first period. You know, good first 10 minutes, and then we crawled in our shell a little bit there, but, you know, we pulled off the win, big 2 points, and then that's all that matters.
That's great, Tom. Thank you for your time. What voice is that?
You know, I don't know.
You got one! About halfway through the period, William Nylander, disgusting feed to Austin Matthews, disgusting shot the Leafs are up to. Oh my goodness! Matthews bowling over Hyman. Zach, watch the merchandise. I looked at that like a kid who roughhoused a little too much. You're okay, you're okay. They ended up being okay, and the Leafs ended up being up 2-0. 4.5 minutes later, Mitch Marner has the puck, which is fun. Throws it over to overpaid waste of money Patrick Marleau, who taps it in for his 25th. Last season, he had 27 goals, 19 assists for 46 points in 82 games. This season, through 77 games, he has 25 goals and 19 points for 44. I couldn't do math there. So if you're disappointed with Patrick Marleau, I am not sure what you expected. Look, I get it. $6.25 million. You expect a player to wow you. But JVR, who is probably about to get paid a lot more than $6.25 million this summer, hasn't exactly wowed. But the guy scores goals, a really hard thing to do in the National Hockey League. You know, the Leafs hyped up, oh, Patty can come in and be a leader. Oh, he's really responsible defensively, and that's all well and good. But you don't pay a guy that kind of money for those things. You pay a guy that kind of money because he scores goals consistently. But enough about that diatribe. The Leafs head to intermission. Oh, they're gonna leave first. Hoobadoo, bing! Panthers are on the board. Now, that's a great shot and everything, but I'm struggling to see what the hell happened here. Malgin makes a pass over to Yandel, but he misses him, so the puck goes over to the board. Zach Hyman goes to get it, and this is Jake's opportunity to just, you know, do his own thing. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna, like, backpack Europe, really discover myself, and Hyman's like, Jake! No, Hyman is not able to clear the puck, but can someone explain why one of the Leafs defensemen is all the way up there? Is there a good excuse? I can't really think of one. Oh, he might be going for a line change. Maybe don't right now. And Zaitsev, who's kind of a whipping boy, is just standing there like, well, I did my job. Freddie doesn't stop the shot, but maybe don't let Jonathan Huberdeau have an open shot. Hey, still 3-1 Leafs heading into the third. Nope, second. I'm gonna keep it. Second period, the Leafs actually do a pretty good job of holding a no. So Nylander's rushing in and he gets kind of rocked, turns over the puck. Panthers Panthers come the other way. It's a 3-on-3 at the Leafs blue line. Hey, is that guy offside? Never mind. It's a 3-on-3. Hyman's there, Willie's there, and oh god, we got 5 guys deep. Don't give Huberdeau open shots. I thought we went over this off the bar again, and the Panthers are within 1. We'll get to Willie in a minute. Was that play offside? Babcock didn't challenge it, but yes, yeah. Under the current rules, that play's offside. So this is interesting. Question of the game, Leaf fans, how do you feel about this goal? Because under the current rules, which we're playing under, that's offside. Puck wasn't over the line. A Panther was, with his foot down and the other foot up. It's offside. Now, can you get mad about it, though, because they are talking about changing the rule to, no, that's stupid. Look, if you got your foot up in the air, but as long as you're good with the blue line, it's onside. Which I think is a better rule, and a lot of people seem to think it's the better rule. But it's not the current rule. So are you happy that the thing you wanted to enforce was enforced, or the game wasn't actually played by the current rules? And then Elliot Friedman said at intermission, well, was it under current rules? Because an argument could be made that Nikita Zaitsev actually pushed the Panthers player over the blue line, making him offside. And supposedly, and I don't know if this has ever even been called, but if you intentionally push an opposing player offside, isn't it a penalty? But now my question again becomes, can you review that penalty? Because the play they used on the broadcast was, well, Hellebuck got slashed, but the puck was under him, and you can't review a slashing call, and they scored a goal, so it's a good goal. Well, let's say this is a penalty on Zaitsev, but you didn't catch it. You can't call it now. And the guy was offside, but you missed the penalty, so too bad he's offside. Hockey, it's a very easy to understand and digestible sport. Now, none of that happens if William Nylander takes his guy. And next shift, I see, Hyman out there with Matthews, and oh, look, Andreas Johnsson's out there. That's got to be cool for him. All right. I'm sure he'll go on a line change any minute now. Yep. Are they doing this on purpose? And then I think there was at least another shift in the second where, yes, Johnsson was out there on purpose. To start the third, there was at least one shift where Andreas Johnsson was on the top line on purpose. Then they throw out Kapanen and Plekanec. Oh, here comes Willie. That's going to be cool to see him playing with Kapanen. Nope, it's Johnsson again. Screw taking Leo's job. Apparently he's taking Willie's. Before Babcock went back to Nylander. And the Leafs promptly gave up a couple shots and a scoring chance. And it's just a shame. William Nylander did play the majority of the third period on Matthews' line. But you saw as the game wound down, Johnsson got another shot there, and when it got down to the nitty-gritty, I think the final 2 minutes, they had Connor Brown out there. I would love to see the Leafs start William Nylander at center, and I would love to see William Nylander prove to Mike Babcock that that is a good idea. I think we're at least 2 seasons away from seeing full-time Nylander at center. They play him there sometimes. He takes a lot of face-offs with Austin Matthews, so they're transitioning him, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be a journey, I think. But how about this? And I know this is dumb. I'm just going to throw it out there, though. What if Willie signs like a 3 or 4 year deal, something like that, and by the end of that, he's a center, and a good one. Then he signs his big money contract as a center and makes even more money. It's just a thought. Realistically, that's not going to happen. And the other shame about this goal is it kind of negated the crazy glove save that Anderson made to stop Huberdeau from scoring his second, before Huberdeau ended up scoring his second. Leafs are on the penalty kill that never ends, and he somehow just reaches back and says no. So, again, third. About halfway through the frame, Bozak, who was tired of being robbed himself, throws it to JVR, and he's robbed. Luckily, he bangs in his own rebound. For crying out loud, Bobby Lou, stop doing that. The Leafs double up the Panthers 4-2. Connor Brown did a great job starting this whole mess. Look at the Panthers. Someone touched JVR. He scores a lot, don't you know? You know what's great is I actually got that screen cap thinking that was right before JVR scored. It wasn't. This is. Why don't you care about JVR? That's mean. Harry, oh, now you care. Poor Panthers, sometimes playing with urgency gives you a little bit of panic. The Leafs are up by 2. About 90 seconds left. Evgeny Dodonov bangs one in for the Panthers. They're within 1. That's a lot of time. Also, Dodonov, who was in the KHL forever and actually shares my birthday, I just learned. 25 goals in the season, 34 assists, 59 points in 67 games. That's a great story. He's from Chelyabinsk, home of the KHL team, Tractor Chelyabinsk, and look at that logo. Look at this logo. Actually, it kind of looks like Iggy. Very late, the Panthers ice the puck. The Leafs get a face-off in their end, and James, is that you? Panthers tried to swap Reimer for Luongo, and I think I know why. Either Luongo was hurt, which I don't think he was, or they were trying to put James Reimer in net because maybe Reimer's a faster skater and they thought he'd get to the bench quicker. In which case, how much faster is he exactly? And actually, is Luongo hurt? I didn't understand that, but it wasn't allowed anyway, and the Leafs closed it out. They win 4-3. Panthers fans, if I were you, I wouldn't dwell. I'd shut up and get ready ready for Ottawa tomorrow. Did you play the greatest game? No. You gave up 3 goals in the first period, you're down 3-0. Yes, you fought back, but ultimately the first period cost you 2 points. Cost you even 1 point. But the Leafs are really good, and it's still weird for me to say. But you got Ottawa tomorrow night, and Ottawa is not. All points are valuable, of course, but if you're gonna lose a game, the Leafs are forgivable. The Sens are not. You can maybe afford to lose the Leaf game. You lose the Sens game, you're cooked. Wait, I just noticed something. Dude, you play the Bruins March 31st, April 5th, and April 8th? Actually, so get this. If the Bruins get the top seed in the East, which they totally might, and the Panthers get the last wild card spot, which they totally might, those guys who are going to play each other 3 times in the span of, what, 9 days, are going to face off in the playoffs. And it's entirely possible that in order for that series to happen, the Panthers have to win their final game of the season, which is against the Bruins. And in fact, that game could also decide whether or not the Bruins win the East. You know what? Don't sleep on the Panthers. They might have a lot of exciting hockey coming up. Questions. With JVR at 35 and both Matthews and Kadri at 30, the Leafs have 3 30-goal scorers for the first time since 95-96. The honor that year went to Matt Sundin, Doug Gilmour, and Mike Gardner. Also, what's 33 plus 32 divided by 35? Come on! Okay, I'm not going to cheat. 33 plus 32, that is 55 divided by 35. Oh, dude, come on. Alright, 55 divided by 5 is 11, and 35 divided by 5 is 7. So we got 11 divided by 7. I don't know. What's your gosh dang deal? Well, Justin, I do appreciate the question, but I'm actually not at liberty to discuss the details of my book deal. Oh, by the way, did I mention I'm writing a book? I am. I'm up to 75,000 words. I may never sleep again, help me. Shouldn't it be the Buds are all night because they only win at night? Dude, can you just remember 2 years ago? I'm just happy that they're winning. Rate my dog? How has this all of a sudden become a thing? She spent 4 years as a stray in Florida, and now she's a Leafs fan. Oh, she seems like such a good girl. I'm for sure gonna have to give her 55 out of 35, whatever that is. Janssen or Komarov for the playoffs? Who's it gonna be? Well, for my answer that changes every single game, this is a genuinely confusing one for me. Leo's gonna play. That's gonna play. I don't think it's an option just between those two. The clearly logical option for a guy to take out of the lineup is Janssen, but Babcock clearly loves him. So I don't think it's a matter of either or. Komarov's gonna play, but who the heck do you take out instead of Janssen? When will Mitch hit 69 points, and will he start avoiding the puck to maintain that number? Katie. Nice. I mean, Mitch can afford a point shave, right? He's doing all those commercials and he's a great actor. Is it weird that I've developed an extreme phobia of 3-0 Leaf leads? Well, if you got punched in the face every day, I wouldn't blame you for having a phobia of getting punched in the face. So no. And last but not least, shout out to Alex Rangers55 and I for our first Leafs game ever. Hey, shout out. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. There won't be a new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast Thursday. I think we just rescheduled it for Friday night, so look for that. It'll come out for the weekend. Merch down below. And Iggy told me for his birthday he wants you to subscribe to my channel, so don't let him down. He's a dog. It felt good, you know. It felt good, you know. It felt good, you know. Took a look. Well, you know, it was good for us, you know. First period was pretty good. You know, I thought we crawled in our shell a little bit there, but, you know, ultimately we pulled it to win.